So another accounting aspect in uh, electricity accounting. So tariff determination. So how to calculate this tariff determination? Cost plus return is equal tariff. So what is the cost? What kind of costs we have to consider? Electricity generation cost, distribution cost, depreciation cost, and interest on loan. So with this information, we'll solve the following illustration. It's very easy to calculate the tariff. So at the time of transmission or distribution of electricity, this tariff will work. Whatever the tariff, it is determined by the commission, state commission or central commission relating to the distributions and transmissions from one state to another state or one location to another location. Okay, an electricity distribution company has financed the project costing 500 lakhs through 70% debt and 30% equity. Here it is clearly mentioned the debt equity portions. Debt carries interest at 10% per annum. Debt amount is repaid in 10 years in equal installments. Life 15 years. So cost, electricity generation and distribution cost is 100 lakhs. Calculate the tariff. So tariff is nothing but electricity generation and distribution cost plus what else we have? We have a debt portion. So we have depreciation. Depreciation plus interest on debt is equal to total cost. So for this cost, we have to add the return. So the return on equity and then finally we'll come up with the tariff. So return on equity, total cost plus return on equity. So and then finally we will come up with the tariff. So working notes. Cost of asset is 500 and out of this 500 debt portion is 70%, which comes around 350 lakhs, and equity portion is 30%, which comes around 150 lakhs. So a return on equity. So there is no confused information given in the illustration relating to the equity portion. So straight away we can calculate the return on equity at the rate of 14% as per the regulation. So it comes around 21 lakhs. So another thing is, so we have equity generation cost, electricity generation and distribution cost 100 lakhs, and we have calculated return on equity. So we have to calculate this both the depreciation and interest on debt. Okay, let us go with the depreciation. Depreciation. So, what is the depreciable value of an asset? Cost of asset, cost of project, cost of asset is cost of asset minus salvage value by life, life of project. So, cost of the project is 500 minus salvage value. There is no sign of salvage value in this illustration, but as per the regulation, we have to calculate 10% of the cost of asset as a salvage value. It comes around 50 lakhs. So 50 lakhs by life of a project, life 15 years. So 15 years divided by 15 years. So this is the right way? No. This is what we have to learn. This is not the right way because we have the debt amount. We have to repay it within 10 years. Okay. So for that, what we have to do is we have to calculate the depreciable value of an asset. What is the depreciable value of an asset? 500 cost of asset minus salvage value. So 500 lakhs minus 50. So it comes around 450. And this is the this is the depreciable value of asset. Out of this 450, we have to consider the debt portion, that is 350 lakhs. So depreciation for the loan period, depreciation during the loan repayment period. So as per the regulations, first of all, we have to clear this debt portion. We have to calculate the depreciation for this debt portion, that is 350 lakhs divided by 10 years, because debt repayment period is 10 years. So it comes around 35 lakhs per year up to loan repayment. Okay. So after loan repayment, the remaining portion of a depreciable value of an asset. So the remaining portion, in the sense, out of 450, we have to clear 350 within 10 years. The remaining 100 lakhs, we have to clear it in the rest of the life. Depreciation after loan repayment. Depreciation after loan repayment. Okay, let us make it clear. Depreciable value of asset after loan repayment. Depreciable value, that is 450 minus 350 loan repayment. So it is 100 lakhs. So this 100 lakhs we have to provide depreciation for the rest of the life. Depreciation after loan repayment is equal to 100 lakhs divided by 5 years. The remaining life of the asset is 5 years. So it comes around 20 lakhs. Okay. So we'll maintain a table to calculate the tariff. So cost of electricity generation is 100 lakhs every year. Okay. So depreciation for 10 years, it is 35 lakhs. $35 lakhs for 10 years. After 10 years, the depreciation will be 20 lakhs. $20 lakhs. So what else we have left over? So we calculated the depreciation and return on equity. We already calculated it. So return on equity is 21 lakhs. So every year it is 21 lakhs. So 21 lakhs. So finally, we have to calculate the interest, total cost and tariff. So after calculating the interest, we'll get the total cost. And then we have to add the return to the total cost. Then we'll get the tariff. So in the first year, the interest will be 10% on debt portion, 10%. Debt carries interest at 10% per annum. So in the first year, it is 35 lakhs. So the total cost will be 170 lakhs. 170 170 lakhs. Okay. So in the second year, so we deducted 35 lakhs as a depreciation from the loan amount, so that after deducting the 35 lakhs from 350, we'll get 315 lakhs. For this 315, we have to calculate interest at the rate of 10%. It comes around 31 lakhs 50,000. So finally, 166 50 lakhs. Sorry, 166 lakhs 50,000. Okay. So likewise, we have to calculate the interest for the rest of the period up to 10 years. So we have to deduct the 35 lakhs and then comes around 280. On 280, we have to calculate 10% interest. And again, in the next year, we have to deduct the 35 lakhs again. It comes around 245. In the 10th year, we calculate whatever left over, 35 lakhs. In the 11th year, there is no loan amount remains. So that there is no need to calculate the interest. So the tariff, the total cost will be like this. Okay. So after 10th year, the total cost, we have only cost of electricity generation and depreciation. In the sense, we have 120 lakhs for the rest of life. So this is the total cost. So to this total cost, we have to add the return on equity. So we have to add the return. So then finally, we'll come up with the tariff amount. So this is how we have to calculate the tariff. I think it clears your doubt regarding tariff determination.